Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an ASUS Tuf gaming laptop. This one is an A15, otherwise known as an FA506iv model. And in this video I'm gonna go over how you can open it up and how you can add a second SSD in here, second hard drive, and what are the combinations that you can have in here and how you can do that. Also, just remember, when you do upgrade your hard drives, I get lots of comments, and I always say that in all of my videos, before you do any upgrade of hard drive, back up your files on an external drive or on a cloud somewhere, because once you remove the hard drive, you put a new hard drive, you're not going to have any operating system in there. You have to create your Windows USB boot drive. I made a video how to do that. That's free to do, and you can do it directly from Microsoft website. And I made a video how to install it easily within under 10 minutes on your ASUS laptops. I'll leave those links in the video description. This video is just going to cover up how you can open it up and how you can remove add the hard drives in here and what are the combinations that you can have. So first thing first, back up your files and empty your drives if you want to, or if you don't have anything to lose, just leave it there. All right, first thing first, we're gonna flip it over, power it off. We're gonna grab ourselves an opening tool. I'll be using a screwdriver set from iFixTek screwdriver set, and as these screws are really one of the best screwdrivers I've ever used. They are made out of S2 class steel, and we will be using a Phillips #1. If you get a Pro set, they will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers. If not, go ahead, grab yourself a guitar pick. A guitar pick is a really suitable metallic guitar pick to opening cases and covers. All right, with these two on hand, we're gonna get it started. On the bottom here, you're gonna see a whole bunch of screws. There's a hidden screw right in the middle. Don't forget that one. There's three types of screw: long screws, medium, and one short screw. The one short screw is the front left side, so go ahead and remove that one and keep it in one pile. Right? The two longest screws are the one at the back mid by the grill right there. So you want to remove these two and keep them in separate pile. Okay? Now, there's this screw on the bottom right side. You don't want to remove this one yet. At the end, we're going to remove it. We're going to loosen it up because it has a little C-lock, and that will prevent it from coming out. And that C-lock right there, it has a purpose. I will go over that. So we're going to remove all the rest of the screws and keep them in one pile. Also, if you guys find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. Alright, now that we remove all the screws, including the one in the middle and two in the front, we're going to start loosening up this screw right in here that has a C-lock, and you're going to see that there's going to be a little tiny gap opening from the bottom cover. So let me see. There we go. You see, it opens right there. There's a tiny gap. So with that tiny gap, it has a purpose that you can stick the guitar pick easily in there. So wiggle it in there, and you want to just twist it and you open up the cover. Stick it over here more. You have a little tiny clips in there. You want to loosen up those clips. Do that all the way around towards this front. Do a little bit of the side if you want. Do left and right side. I'm sticking about 1 or 2 millimeters of the guitar pick. You don't have to stick the whole guitar pick in there. And then once I did the front and the side, I'll just wiggle it around, lift it up, and it will just snap the back end of the clips. That's another easy way to do it. All right. Now down here, we can see everything we can do. Remember, to upgrade the hard drives, add or remove, you do not need to disconnect the battery. It's absolutely not necessary. But for those paranoid people that they want to do it, you can put your fingernails at the side of this jack and pull it back evenly, and the battery will get disconnected, but you don't need to do that. Anyway, so right here we can see a stock M.2 NVMe right over here, and we have a secondary NVMe PCI Express lane right here, and they do include you with a screwdriver right there. Okay, you cannot put a short NVMe in here because it would simply not reach to this screw hole. So you have to get a full-size NVMe. This is a M.2 SATA. It is backward compatible. You can get a SATA one in here. NVMe's only have one notch. You can place it in 45 degree, 10 degree, all the way inside the jack and bring it down and put the screw right on top. You can just remove the screw before doing this. Bring it down, make sure the screw hole matches, and put the screw right in there. So you can have a secondary NVMe right there. To remove the main NVMe, remove the screws at the back. And you can see that the SSD comes out in 45 degrees. So you want to grab it in the same angle and you want to pull it backward in the same angle. Okay, these have a little heat spreader on top of them. They put it on the stock, so I can see what model brand it is. But I know it's an NVMe because of the single notch that is in there. To put it back in, bring it down in 45 degree, put it in there and bring it down. Make sure the screw hole really matches up and tighten it up. You can put a 2 terabyte NVMe here, a 2 terabyte NVMe right there, and you can put a 2 terabyte low profile hard drive mechanical right here, or you can include also you can remove this one and put a up to 4 terabyte SSD right here, 2.5 inch. To remove this one, there is a caddy. The caddy is a bracket that holds the hard drive. There's a 4 screw, 1, 2, 3, 4. So go ahead and remove these 4 screws. And now you can grab this hard drive, bring it up gently. Don't want to pull it. This flex cable. What I do, I'll put my fingers right at the adapter and just separate the adapter, pull this hard drive to the side. And there is a Seagate 1 terabyte. I can see Seagate 1 terabyte. If you get an SSD or another mechanical drive, they're all the same entrance. They have all the same data. So they have the same interface, the same profile. All you need to do is to use this bracket, metal bracket. You need to remove 1, 2, 3, 4 screw, remove the hard drive, slap in the new SSD or new hard drive in here. Make sure the orientation of the SATA is in the same direction. So don't put it the other way around. Has to go this way. And put the screws on top. And then bring it down gently. Push down the flex cable adapter in there. And sit it down gently. And put the 4 screws for the caddies, so in order to keep the hard drive or the SSD in its place. I recommend you always to install your operating system on an SSD NVMe. That's much faster. And keep a secondary NVMe for your games or whatever you want. And keep a mechanical hard drive for your movies or big files that you want to store for a long time. These are really reliable and really durable. That's why the servers, they still use mechanicals. All right, now that you got this, I'm going to remove this hard drive. This is for demonstration only. So 1 screw, pull it out. That's it. Put back the screw so you can use it later on. To put the if you haven't removed the battery, plug it back in. To put the cover back on, bring it up gently on top, align it. You want to squeeze the sides. You want to make sure you hear those click sounds, the front, the side, and then you want to tighten up the tiny screw that has a C-lock on it, and that's it. Now next, you put another short screw on the left side. The 2 long screws, remember, it was on the mid back, and the rest of the screws, the mediums, they go all over the place wherever you find the screw holes. Again, remember that you need to install your Windows operating system. I'll make the link how to create your Windows USB. It takes about 5-10 minutes to do it, and another video how to install it properly on your laptop. If you guys like this video and if you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next videos. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screws.